Good morning, everybody. David Brown with this week's Design and Dialogue. And this week I want to share the 4 worst things that you can say to your boss. A lot of you might be starting new jobs or maybe getting more responsibilities in the jobs that you have. And there are certain phrases that as you're learning and growing, or maybe just being an employee that's been there long term, that you should never ever say to your boss. Now, I don't like all the negativity, so next week I will go over what you should say instead of these phrases. But for today, let's just learn what the 4 worst phrases you can say to your boss are. So what is number 1? Number 1 is I can't. I think that this is a negative response for anybody. Right? There's always a way to think about it in a different way, but just kind of a knee-jerk I can't is dismissive and rude, and so I'd be very careful when I say I can't, and rarely say it to your boss. The next thing that is really not very productive to share with your boss is that won't work. Now, not every boss knows everything. Maybe some bosses think they know everything, but usually when a boss or a supervisor comes with an idea, the expectation is for that idea to be, pushed back upon, or maybe it's the start of a conceptual conversation about the idea, and just kind of knee-jerk that won't work not only dismisses kind of the opportunity to do that, but it really shows a lack of curiosity on your part for even participating in what could be a really interesting conversation that solves a unique problem or builds a different process or whatever. So that was number 2. Number 3 is telling your boss that that's not your responsibility. That's not my department. That's not my studio or whatever, right? Just be very careful by pushing off work and excusing yourself through this excuse. Now, it may not be your studio or what have you, but you've got to realize that your boss is coming to you with this for a reason. And kind of a simple knee-jerk, dismissive comment is not a productive way to answer the question or build goodwill with your boss. The last, number 4, worst thing that you could say to your boss is, and this may be the biggest one, it's not my fault. Take responsibility if it is, and if it is not, offer solutions to solve the problem. Never just say, it's not my fault. Now, the theme of all 4 of these is that they are self-centered, self-serving, dismissive, and rude, right? And really does not promote the emotional intelligence that you should have to be successful in the job you have and to kind of start to build a foundation to really have a strong career upon. So think about these. I hope you've not said them to your boss. If you have, the past is past. You know better now. Just don't say them again. And tune in next week. I'm going to take these 4 very negative comments and turn them in to the positive response that they should be. That's it, everybody. Have a great week this week. I will see you next week, next Wednesday, with that Design and Dialogue.